All my life, I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. And all my life, I pray for someone like you. And I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me.
Okay, so welcome to Soni Irabor Live. And I know you heard that and you were wondering, who are these two? What are they up to? Well, many of you already know them, and for me, I'm excited to be with one of the most enigmatic couples of Nigeria, of Africa, and if you like, the whole globe, if you ask me. Charly Boy and Lady Diana Oputa.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Well, that video, can you just tell me what it all meant? I was trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, we were just miming to a song.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're just having
Lovely.
a good time. Yeah.
And it made sense at the time, actually.
Ah.
You know, just...
But it doesn't
So it
make
don't
sense
make
even
sense
now.
it makes sense now, but it made sense when we were doing it. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was something we were doing for our channel.
Mhm.
Yeah. People liked it,
46
actually.
years together.
Yeah.
Now, I refer to you guys as very enigmatic couple, you know.
Yes,
46 years.
Yeah.
Can you take us through the thick and thin of it?
Can you go back 46 years?
I don't think I can remember.
That's 4 years to 50.
But yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're right. But what I can remember, it's been fun, but a lot of hard work, Sonny.
Definitely.
A lot of hard work.
On
You
whose
know,
part?
On both.
On both
Oh, I like
sides.
that.
Yeah.
There's a fair game going on here, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You need to always strike a balance.
Hmm.
That's what it is about life. Okay? And I thank God because I think I'm a blessed bastard.
A blessed
Blessed
basket.
bastard.
Hi.
Bastard, I said bastard.
Not basket.
Wait. Blessed I can't say it.
Yeah,
That's why I
okay,
said basket.
fine. A spoiled brat, a blessed spoiled brat.
Hey.
Because God has given me good life,
Yeah.
okay? And
Even Diana
I know-
says, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I know I come from a very good stock, Sonny.
Even
Okay?
I can say so myself.
Yeah, but I don't take it for granted
Yeah.
because I still put in work and a lot of it,
Yeah.
you know, in looking
That's very
young,
essential.
feeling young, and being energetic at my age. I'm
Now,
blessed.
wait, slow down. How old are you?
He's
I don't know,
forgotten.
some people...
He's forgotten.
Say again?
Really?
He's forgotten.
He's forgotten.
Yeah, I've told so many pips about my age. I don't know which is which again, but
I
you
think
know,
the last
I
was
feel-
70, was it not?
No, the last was about 74. But I'm feeling 40.
I can see you looking like 40,
It's not
actually.
about the age of my passport. You know, everybody tells a fib about their age. You know,
Especially women.
yeah.
But how have you coped with this man?
I knew you were going to come with that question, Sonny. I knew you were going to come with that question because people always ask me that. But of course, it's just like any other marriage. It's a challenge, you know, especially in the entertainment industry. You know what that's like. But we managed to stay steadfast. And, you know, we discuss a lot of things. We talk a lot.
Our communication is number one.
Key.
Number one.
Okay, because even 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? 2 days ago, I can't remember. We had this big quarrel in the morning, but guess what? By the evening,
You
have
were already
settled,
best friends.
We don't settle everything. We don't move on with our life.
Very important.
You know, so
Because you can't hold
So,
the grudge.
no
or
malice,
the argument. Yeah, and malice.
no,
exactly.
we don't
nothing
do
to
that.
worry about.
No, I get peed off. You know what I mean? staying 46 years with the same woman, the same smell.
Isn't that the joke you made this morning?
Wow. That's something else, Sonny. But you see, like the first time I told my wife, you know, I call her my bestie for now.
Yeah, of course.
My friend. And I've never...
Is he your bestie too?
Yeah, actually.
Uh-huh.
But that's just the truth. Because if your partner is not your bestie or your best friend, then you have an issue. You understand? Then maybe that relationship wasn't really meant to be. So yeah, you can, with all the quarrels and the arguments, disagreements, good and bad, you still know that that person has your back, you have that person's back.
I didn't mean to stop you there,
Yeah.
but please go ahead.
But you know you won't stop him. He will definitely go.
I don't know where I even stopped. No, but, you know, we're just lucky. Okay, we're lucky we found each other, but it's not about luck. It's about putting in the work. I remember the first time I told my wife, I said, I don't love you. Like
You
that.
told her that, just like that.
I no, something.
What was her reaction?
Something, no, I had another way of explaining it. I said, I'm committed to this relationship, and we all die here. Okay? Because commitment, I feel, is a lot of work. And that's why marriages these days don't work. Because people don't put in the work. I say, even 2 days ago, it will not be yesterday. We're fighting as usual.
Not fighting.
Quarreling.
Arguing.
Okay? We're having
fighting.
arguments, not
Yeah,
exchanging
I'm
words.
enjoying this, you see. Not fighting,
Yes, but
quarreling.
arguing, yes.
Yes, and we're arguing. You know,
Arguing,
about
okay.
things, you know. Things, yeah. You know what that means. You know, and I said to him, it's just like your children, you know, because you've been in this life much longer.
Yeah.
Okay? You've gone through experiences. Some good, some horrible, some bad. Okay? And a father's love for his children is, may you never walk those dangerous paths. And that is why, you know, parents' love for their children is, what's the word? Give me a word for it.
Well, it's impeccable, it's unmistakable, it's total commitment.
You know, I remember when my father was shoving all these values down my throat, how to be an oputa, how to be a man of your words, how to, you know, be respected, you know, for your integrity and your uprightness. Because he used to say to me while we were young, I didn't understand what he was saying at the time anyways, because I was too young, too wild to focus on his messaging. But you keep telling your kid, keep feeding them with those positive values. It's going to be hard for them to stray.
Even as you're saying it, it's hard for me to believe you. Because you have an image that your children will have to say, why is my father saying this when he's this? Do you know that kind of...
No, I mean,
scenario?
for children of celebrities, you know, they have a tough time.
For example,
They do have a tough
area
time.
father. We're going to come to that later. Area father is now talking to his kids to be, hey, come
Well,
on,
you
take
see,
this.
Children in general.
You see, area father, or rather Charly Boy, is different from Mr. Oputa. We don't do Charly Boy in the house. You know, who am I trying to impress?
Let me ask her.
Ask her.
Do you agree with that? Because your smile is telling me something different.
No,
Okay.
that's definitely true. We do, you know, Charly Boy is at home. That's just a fact. And
Charles Oputa is at home.
Sorry, Charles Oputa is at home, and that's
Okay.
a fact. But the Charly Boy image, when he's out, and sometimes I would try and say, look, you know, you need to calm down this, your dressing. I mean, you need to maybe, you know,
Mellow
not
it
yellow, you know, he's just a bright colored person, but he will say that people don't want to see that. When I go to places, people want to see the Charly Boy. You understand?
They don't
When I
want to
go
see
out,
Charles Oputa because Charles
Yeah.
Oputa is a very boring human being.
But he's
I will
nice.
not make friends with Charles Oputa. Me, as Charly Boy, never.
So
Yeah.
people tend to like that uniqueness about the image. So yeah.
The word is uniqueness. But how do you discern, or rather demarcate the line between Charly Boy, Charles Oputa, Charles Oputa the father, Charly Boy the uncle, if you like?
Like I always
many.
tell people, I say, Charly Boy, no, they finish. There's so many layers to my personality. Okay? I'm a moody person.
Oh boy.
Yeah? I change like the British weather. You
He's a
understand?
Gemini, so you know how they are.
Mr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You know what that means?
She reacted when you mentioned something.
Yeah.
How did you cope? Okay, how did you beat him into, you know, what he became? Orderly, at home,
You know,
loose cannon
She
outside.
didn't have
There's
to
nothing
beat
to
me.
beat.
Eh?
At all. She didn't have to, you know, because we're besties, because we're best friends, okay? I do something wrong, she sits me down, I don't like this, you know, I think you should have done it this way. Where I'm wrong, I'll say I'm sorry. That's kind of easy for me. And make sure that I don't repeat
Yeah.
the
That
mistake again. Okay?
Oh, then you're a
But
unique
first
man.
first and foremost, like I started by saying earlier on in the interview, that I'm a blessed soul. God have done so much for me, given me such a beautiful woman. Not only is she beautiful on the outside, she's beautiful on the inside. A woman who has tolerated my rubbish for 46 years. Do you know what it means to live with Charly Boy?
For
You have
46
no
years?
You can ask me that
idea.
next. I won't answer.
You have no idea because I can't even stand that brand.
And yet, you are into the brand.
Yet I've been so loyal to this particular woman. Very loyal, committed. We die here. Just that simple.
For you, no wahala.
No,
I mean,
how can
but
there
there's
be no
not,
wahala?
there's no wahala, but there can be wahala at times, just like any other relationship. I mean, you agree to disagree. You agree to disagree. You have your own input on things. And long as
Agree
you can,
to disagree.
Yeah. If there's issues, you know, people have to compromise and come to some kind of standing ground. And long as you can do that, and then if you're wrong, like he said, you admit to the other person that you're wrong. You understand?
Do you admit to him when you are wrong?
Of course.
Of course.
I'm
what?
usually the one that really, you know, like to, you know, soften the ground. You know how we women are. I'm usually like that. It may take him a little bit longer to come around. Am I telling the truth?
Well, confession
sometimes.
might take you a little bit long to come around.
Yeah,
I like that.
but I never go to bed. You
Yeah.
know, I never want.
That's not
we
a good
never
thing.
want to go to
I
bed.
love that.
You know.
Yeah.
With
No
a lot
malice
on our
that goes
mind.
beyond that
Yeah.
day.
No,
You
we-
settle it that
we need
night.
to have to settle it at once.
There's something I need to bring our minds back to. You mentioned it earlier. Younger marriages are not as, you know, forceful maybe, or the fortitude is not really there.
No, let me
They're not
explain
patient.
it. Let me explain it like this.
Yeah.
Okay? Like before I turned 35, I've been married like 3 times, and none worked out for me because I was
So
immature.
you have an experience.
Yeah, I was immature, I was stupid, I was trying to find myself until I met her. Now, when I met her, that was just about the time to, you know, a few years later that I wanted to, you know, get into showbiz. And for me at the time, looking at her, she was, you know, her shape, her figure, her beauty, and she can sing. So those were what I was looking at.
Was she the one that miss?
Oh, yeah. Man. And she's the
But we've
original
had other
watermelon.
water so really.
Or you were the ultimate?
Yeah, I guess.
I need to know from her how you met and what the beginning was like.
Tony, I never finished my story.
Okay. You know me and my talk show.
I know you
As
have,
it comes to you, right?
I know you have so many things to ask. You know. Now, oh shit. Where am I?
Old age.
No.
Young
Don't
age.
try me. Don't try me. Don't try me. No, so, you know, where was I? Really, darling, you know.
No, well, I asked the question about the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning.
Yes, and she was trying to answer. You took it over.
We're talking
Then you now
about
said you
what
hadn't finished what you were trying to say.
Yeah, that doesn't help me because you don't remember the last thing I said, you know. But yeah, you can go ahead, my dear.
Well, we're talking about the Watamis. You know,
Yeah.
we've had a couple actually because we
No,
actually
what I
wrote
missed
the song.
was something about how you met.
And well, how we met? Sonny, do you want me to go back to that story, really?
I would love that because
Yeah,
people will
sure.
learn from it.
Okay.
That was the beginning of 46 years.
Yeah, well, actually,
There
it
was nothing to learn from that. I told a big fat lie, and she fell for it.
Yeah.
You know,
What was
Lying
it?
and sinker.
I flashed my money, my cars,
Oh,
my
she
driver,
didn't flash his
and
money.
everything. Yeah, I did too. I did, and then you know she just fell for it. But she was curious because you
She
know
needed
then
to know who you
the
were.
Charly Boy hadn't started.
Uh-huh.
Of course, she didn't know who I was, but I hear a man with. Then I used to have hair.
You used to have Jerry
Plenty
Curl.
afro hair, right?
No,
We all did.
Jericho, you know.
We all did.
And once I saw her, I said, no, I gotta have this one, you know. And that's how it started. And like I was attempting to say previously.
You remember now?
Yeah. When I married her, it was for the looks and the fact that, you know, she could sing. So I was looking for a partner, a beautiful woman, you know, inside and outside, who could be on my arms, and we could do great stuff together. But is that the reason to marry? Shouldn't it be more than that?
Well,
Just
you
because
didn't
somebody-
know then.
Yeah, and
But it dawned on you.
this is what I'm talking about, time and season in a man's life, or in anybody's life. There are times, especially when you're young, a
Yeah.
25-year-old cannot think like a 50-year-old. It's not
No.
possible.
No.
You understand?
Yeah.
A 30-year-old cannot think like a 70-year-old. Okay? So for me, just because a woman is beautiful, and that's all the reason she can sing, is that enough reason to marry her?
And that's why problems arise in such
Yes.
young marriages.
But because I was lucky enough to marry somebody who was kind of yoked with me, it was easy for us, and because as a communicator, for us to, you know, like I said, it's been 46 years of hard work. It's no beans, it's no moi. Okay? Sometimes she cannot stand me, cha-cha. Sometimes I can't stand her. But we always make it a point of duty that at the end of the day, we have to sit down and talk about what's bothering us. Okay? And see, you see this woman here? You see this woman here? I'm just learning to say no to her. Oh, yeah.
With all the ups and downs
With
and everything.
all the ups and downs, if this woman asked me to go and get her the moon,
You get
I
it.
probably would be jumping around, making sure that I get it by the time she wants that moon. Okay? I
Did
can't
you-
say no.
You can't say. Did that encourage you to become more daring, more courageous, more adventurous with him?
Well, we started this Charly Boy image a long time ago. And like he said, it's something that we molded and shaped, you know, with all the craziness, different color shoes, braids in the hair, all kinds of wild things. Those are things that we, you know, put in the air for people to see. And yes, because that's showbiz.
But our life
Yeah.
at home was totally different. we're not living as entertainers. We're living as ordinary people.
That's what I want to bring us back to parenting. You've had quite a few kids, number of kids between you. Okay.
I don't know. I lost count 9 or 10.
Just like his age.
I love that. Count. Yes. So parenting, what was it like for you, both of you?
The way. Listen, I've seen my father and my mother till they died.
Yeah.
They were like this. When my father was, you know, a successful attorney, and he used to gallivant. It was always our mother that was in the house, okay? And then my father was a little bit a playboy, I must confess.
Yeah, because I was wondering why you used the word gallivant and then playboy.
was sort of a playboy. But like I keep saying, there's time and season. You know, as you get older, you mellow down, and you leave certain habits because you've been there, you've done that, you know, so waiting remain.
Happy.
You know? So when he became a judge, that guy completely changed in front of my eyes.
And that must have shocked you.
Yes. You know? And because I admired my father, I didn't even know that I was in competition with my great father. Because I didn't want to live under the shadow of somebody, be called, oh, that's the son of so-so person. I wanted my own name. I wanted to get my own. Okay? And that's how come I disowned my parents.
You what?
Yes, I disowned my parents. And
was she with you then?
Yeah, she was with me. I told her.
What did you tell him?
Well, you know, there's always a back and forth. Don't talk to them. Don't do this. Don't do that.
I said, don't communicate with my parents. You know,
which is not possible.
You know, but
really?
You tried. I mean,
you disowned your parents. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Everything I do is unusual. I disowned them.
But also for many reasons too.
Yeah, because they were. I felt my father was an overbearing, cantankerous, you know, kind of person. I didn't realize that it was just the love for me.
That made him do some of the things he did.
Because that man, he whipped me, died. He flogged me.
But you needed it.
You know, if you don't follow me like that, maybe I for lost.
Yeah.
Well, so that sounds like a familiar story.
Yeah, till tomorrow, I am ever so grateful. And I learned from that guy contentment and a simple life. And this is what has helped with our relationship too. Okay? Because
you seem to be saying it as if, of course, you were the pilot, the driver, the vehicle, right? But from what I heard you say earlier, she was controlling the brain as well.
Oh, she has my mumu button, there's no doubt. I just told you now.
My mother-in-law had my father-in-law's mumu button as well. you understand?
I told you, you know, I'm just learning just 2 years ago or thereabout to say no to her. Because anything
44 years of yes, yes, yes.
That is complete mumu.
If I had called you yes, man, what would they have called me back?
I don't know. I don't know, really.
Okay, we'll just take a short break. When we get back...
Let's share this video with them.
Yes.
You know? And this video, I want them to play for us, you know, is how do men wake up to the same routine? How do they survive that?
Yours is 46.
Mine is 46. So, you know, we just put it in a skit. I think the viewers will love this.
We'd love to hear. So we'll be right back after the video break.
Still day here.
Where you want make I this?
But should be is now you they tell people say you don't tire.
I no go tire. I go chop egusi today, chop egusi tomorrow, chop egusi next tomorrow, chop egusi next month. I no go tire.
Make me the hear word, Jerry. Egusi chopper. But you still day here. Okay. I know what's bothering you. You're bored, right? You need some excitement. I have an idea.
Which is what?
Marry me again.
Marry you again?
Yes.
How many times have I married you? How many times?
4. But let's make it 12.
See this one.
But the journey follow.
I want to ask you something, sir. How many times since we sit down here, how many times we don't quarrel, fight? What did they use for?
I need to. 5,872 times. I want to ask you something. How many times will we they sleep? Will they turn your back?
Turn my back. Only last night because body they scratch me. No go understand. Body they pepper me.
Not so. So you no go turn your back tonight, though, right?
We go the manage anyhow we see ourselves. If you go rise, we go manage them. If you no rise, we go manage them. Abi?
That's what I'm talking. Management. Everybody they manage. Our own management no go they different.
Abi?
Yes.
So marriage na management. Na management. Oh. Na management.
Welcome back. Well, you see, dealing with this couple, enigmatic I call them, yes, but they are great indeed. You see friendship, you know, just coming out. I really enjoyed that, and I admired that actually. But what was the story about?
About what?
That's good.
This kid?
That's good. There's
Yeah,
some
it's
things you
just
said
that-
there, Sha.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, people sometimes take what they have for granted. And when that happens and you allow it to stretch for long, it becomes a problem. So here I was complaining, it's the same smell, it's the same everything. And she comes with a fantastic advice. Let's just keep trucking on.
Anyhow.
Anyhow, they just keep moving.
So flow naturally.
Yeah. And that is what I call effective communication at all times.
That's true.
Especially with somebody that they say is your bestie, your best friend. I no longer call her wife, I call her my friend. And me, I can't keep down any secret. I hardly have any. Because I'm even afraid that if I go thief, I go come, and she will be the first person to confess to. Then this is what I did, though. You know? And it has happened so many times. Maybe she should tell you her own story.
So did you feel like taking the... See her reaction.
She passes it on to me.
So do you feel like taking the cane and then...
Yeah, but you see, a lot of men don't discuss, and they're not really truthful and straightforward with their wives. Right. Sometimes if you just come forward and say, look, I want to do like this, or I want to do like that, it makes things a lot less complicated and effective. The communication is there. Each other, we know what each other wants. You understand? So,
you're genuine and, you know, you are true to yourself.
True to yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyhow.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you back. You see, I didn't quite get the answers to parenting.
Oh,
the way I had wanted you to.
Okay, fine.
Right, that's one.
I was scared of my father.
Your parenting to your children, not you to your father.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm coming. I was scared of my father because my father was a big bully. Okay?
Really?
Yeah. At the earlier stage, but I was such a horrible child, you know, so I don't blame him.
But you know it's admitting it.
Yeah. I was such a horrible, problematic child, okay? But at that time, little did I realize that it was just for my own good, that there was a lot of love behind, you know,
some of the
whippings and all the action that I considered, no, this guy is becoming overbearing. Because my rebellious streak started from the home. And my father made learning scary because he would ask me to go and cram Julius Caesar. Then I wasn't even up to 8 years old. I remember. And I'm here cramming Julius Caesar. And, you know, and all of that. Come and recite for him now what you crammed. Miss a line, your ass is in trouble.
We couldn't do that to your children, could you?
Now, so with my own children, I decided that I was going to be a friend. I was going to be a yuppie kind of father. They can come to me and tell me anything. And we'll now sit down and talk it over in a way that they will understand, you know, without being too judgmental. You can imagine the first time one of my kids told me, "Oh, Daddy, I'm coming out." I said, "Coming out? Where you go?" "Well, coming out from where?" He said, "I'm coming out from the closet." Okay? I pretended I didn't know what she was talking about, you know. But she started by saying, "Daddy, I want to say something. Promise me you won't get upset." And then my mind was going in different directions. Okay? And I was saying to myself, "Oh, I hope it's not pregnancy. I hope it's not this, or I hope she hasn't gotten herself into trouble." But as much as that was sort of a hard pill for me to swallow, I loved that child more than anything. So I didn't want to scare her by not understanding. I first of all asked her, "Is this really what you want to do?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Nobody's forcing you into it?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay, well, I stand behind you." And as a father, that's what I felt was right.
So, what was your reaction? Because you were in the picture all along.
You want your child or your children to be able to come to you with anything.
All the time.
And you want them to be able to open up to you with whatever issues they're having. And if you cut them off, and that becomes a problem. Because either they will still go out and do what they want to do, and you will not be aware of it. And by communicating with them in a positive way, no matter, I mean, I have people call me all the time. So many different people call me, different issues like this, in line with this. They're scared, they don't know how, but they figure, okay, we are open-minded people that maybe they can confide in me or confide in him. You understand? So I took it in strides, you understand? And I realized that a person is who they are, and is their life at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know.
Is their life.
But then she came to you.
I think she came to me first.
She confided in you.
Of course.
That's very important.
And to him, not to me.
That's what I was trying to say. She came to me first.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can imagine going to your father first.
That's a brave step, but I think she felt that he
would have reacted maybe.
No, not like that. I think she felt that he may need more of, she may need to explain more to him than me. Yeah, he's more, maybe he would be more open.
I see you're very careful with your words.
Yeah, I am. I am. Yeah. So, yeah, that is why I felt that she came to him first.
But would you say that the kind of free-spirited lifestyle that both of you possessed and exhibited to each other would have rubbed off on your kids?
Yeah, well, you know, following a father, you know, having a father in entertainment business or a father that a shoe is really big to fill because his father's shoe was very used to fill. He found a way to do that, but it's carving out his own niche in his own field. I mean, he didn't go into law, which I always tell him that, you know, he should have been a lawyer because, I mean, people come to him about so many different issues. I told him he should be a psychiatrist as well because people come to him with all kinds of issues. Women, men, about their husbands, about their relationships, and so many things.
That means you possessed a trust.
Yes. They can confide in him.
Find it easy to trust me, to confide in me.
Confide
Even back to his child.
Right.
It's the same thing, you know?
Yeah. In fact, that was a leap of faith that your child took to come to you and say, I'm coming out of the closet. Yeah.
I have both children. I have children who, I have this opinion, I'm discussing an issue with them. I said, Daddy, wait a minute. I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
Like this, like that. No, no, no. I think those ideas, listen to my own perspective. And that's when I just simmer down and listen. And most of the time, I say, now, where these children they get this kind of things?
From you, actually, because it's the same way you were to your father eventually. You know, when he got older and he, became, his father was confiding in him.
When I win an argument with my father, he'll go something like this, go and sit down. He said you go and study law, pocket lawyer. You're coming to argue with me.
Yes, surprisingly. How come you never became a lawyer?
Because I didn't want, I mean,
and then the question is not finished.
Okay.
How come he didn't try to force you into being a lawyer?
No, that's where I think he was a great father. He didn't push anybody, you know, but he wanted all the children to be highly educated.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, because he convinced us enough that school was very important in our lives. And you know the kind of pedigree I come from, you know, to not go to school. Because I was almost telling him I don't want to go to school again because of how he made school scary for me. You know, it wasn't until I got to America, I said, okay, so I can enjoy learning like this because I had so much fun, and which gave me time to explore all the different sides of me. You understand?
Tell him about yours when you used to do Witch Doctor in school. He's so funny.
No, I'm a prankster, Soni. I've been pranking
I think it still shows, actually.
Yeah.
It still shows your prank.
I'm a prankster. I remember when I was in secondary school, you know, I used to, all this one will do, they do, we don't do and finish before. And I was collecting money from the students. I was the richest student in Holy Ghost College. Oh, yeah. People thought I had this power, okay? Because I know how I used to arrange myself. So Charly Boy knows that today, and that's why I keep saying, Charly Boy know the finish. There's so many levels. There's so many personalities that live in one body. I have the female side, which I call Linda. I have my spiritual side.
Which one is Linda again?
Linda is the female that lives in this body.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me.
The feminine side.
The feminine side. You know, that helps me connect.
I doesn't know how to react to that. Yes.
The feminine side that helps me connect with good women like this.
Okay.
Okay? To know how they're feeling, their emotion, their sentiments. Okay? Because for men, they're just taught logic and reasoning.
Yeah.
For women, it's all about emotions and sentiment. And you need to recognize that.
And you need to embody all of them.
Precisely.
Gangster's paradise. Motorcycle. Youths. Please, let's go that way because we can't lose that.
That's in the past. That's in the past, Soni.
Is it?
You know, there are time and season in the guy's life.
Right on, brother.
You remember the video I did sometime about 4 or 5 years ago when I was saying, at one time in my life, maybe I used to carry dreadlocks. I thought I would die, you know, with my dreadlocks. Okay? And then lo and behold, I woke up one morning.
Hey, don't go.
Gorimapa. You understand?
It just disappeared.
Yes.
Nobody cut your hair.
No, somebody cut them. Somebody cut them. I said, make them cut them, not her. I went to a barber. You know, they shaved the whole thing off. And remember, there was a time I used to, like you said, the gangster lifestyle. I was into biking.
Right.
Anytime I will hear zoom, I'll go chase that sound. Whether they go hell, I go chase that sound to hell. But do you know what? For the past 6 years, I've not been on a bike. Now I'm riding a scooter. those things way small.
Yes.
That's what I write on now.
fun.
So time and season.
Yeah.
Okay? There was a time in the beginning of our career, it was women were coming out of the under the bed from the cupboard, you know. This is a great woman.
She coped with everything.
Yes, now.
So you were that bad even before you or before after you after you met her.
Not that I was doing, you know, things I wasn't supposed to do.
Okay.
But from the outside looking in, it looked wild and crazy. Do you know how many people have asked me if we have an open relationship? I said, listen, I'm too old-fashioned for that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
You understand? Yeah. But they think all sorts, you know. Different people see Charly Boy from different perspectives. It depends on where you stand. If you're standing on ignorance and mumurism, you go say, wait in this one, see this abaya. What is he doing?
Meanwhile, you have followership.
It's not just about having followership. It's, first of all, having the courage to
do it.
To be who you want to be. Okay. Having the courage to be very authentic and speak your truth. It takes a lot of courage.
True.
People are always intimidated by what other people are thinking. I don't send anybody any message. They are fathers. I don't send you anywhere.
And that's what people respect him for.
Okay.
Because he stays fast on his truth.
Say that again.
That's what people respect him for. Because he stays fast on his truth.
Yes.
You know?
Because you live by example. You speak the truth. This whole thing about unamumu don't do. And I said, I have to bring that into this conversation. Because, okay, we're going to take some calls soon enough, if they are ready. But unamumu don't do. Please, could you just...
Yeah, I think we're a bunch of very ignorant people, you know, hence that coinage, our mumu supposed to do. You know, for most of us, you know, it's like the mumu na follow come, if not factory fitted. You understand? And I don't get it. I remember back in the days when my father was alive, he would say to me, when we were having issues with the image I decided to dawn on. I created that
son of a judge.
Yes.
You know?
And he goes, nobody will ever understand. Look at how intelligent, how this thing that you are, you're coming to look at, you're looking like a one thing. You know, please don't come to my office again looking like this. That's why, Soni, I just disowned the man.
Wow.
Yeah, because for me, nothing succeeds like success. Success has so many brothers and sisters. And I went I was living in the village for almost 7 years. From America, as I come back, I went into the village, my village, Uguta.
How did that affect you?
That is, this one, she thought she was on Blue Paradise or something.
You loved it?
Awesome.
What?
Going to swim and bath, actually
That's the
lake.
Naked Lake. No, that's Oguta Lake.
Oguta Lake.
Yeah, but one of the private lakes.
Yeah, one of the private.
Right.
Brush your teeth in the water, you know, bath.
Clear water.
Yes.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
beautiful. Private beach. I was like, wow, this is not bad.
Then hunger descended on us. Because then I didn't have money. I just had a dream. But I didn't have money.
You didn't learn to farm and produce your own food.
I wish we had her now.
No, Sonny. We were, tell him now, we had a buka. We were selling pepper soup.
No
Magic
kidding.
Fashek time, right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
So when my
So
father,
really cool.
after I disowned my parents, right? And
They
my
cut you
father, I didn't need their help. I could help myself. What do you mean they cut me off? Let me cut them off.
Okay.
You know? So I can't experience poverty. I've been very poor at the time. Thank God to this person. Because she stuck with me. You understand? During my poverty
Thick and
days.
thin. Right.
She stuck with me.
Yeah.
Okay? Then we were eating bread and granite for lunch and dinner. Yeah? But I had a dream. So when, after about 5 years, here was my father trying to make up with me. And he calls me one day to say, I just want to know, do you need anything? I said, I don't need anything from you. Because I was still upset. You understand?
Well, you're not the only son, are you?
No, I'm not the only son. I used to have a sister and an elder brother, elder sister and elder brother. They're both late. But now I just have a junior brother who daddy's boy, because he did law. I didn't. So
somebody did law at least.
Yeah, he's the lawyer.
Yeah, because that would have been his parents, his father's dream.
Yes, so somebody got to do law. You know, I hope that made him happy. You know, but like as I said, when he asked me if I wanted anything, here he was trying to make up. I said, there's only one thing that I want. Bring me, because I used to have a small, you know, Jankara thing called a studio. So all the artists used to come, make their demos, and then, you know, they would just pay me small money, you know, just to keep body and soul together. So, and then, of course, we will always talk about the great people who were in Lagos doing great stuff. And that was how Majek's name came up.
Okay.
As a session man, then he hadn't made Send Down the Rain. He never blew that time.
Wow.
So here is me giving my father instruction. If you want to help me in my career, bring Majek Fashek. He lives, I hear he lives so place in Anthony Village. Bring him. 3 days later, my father brought Majek Fashek, who now stayed with us for almost a year, but the village is nowhere for young people to grow.
Oh, yeah. Your relationship with IBB, how was it?
I don't get relationship with IBB.
Okay.
He was just on my program.
He was
and he was the only one who didn't pay me. Yes.
Don't say that loud.
No, I'm sure he probably will be seeing this now, and if he does, he probably will ask you.
I'm not sending. I'm not sending.
Charlie Boy, send me your account number.
That was long time ago.
But you didn't charge him, did you?
See, I probably was the only person in TV at the time who made the kind of money I made. Do you know how many millions upon millions people paid us to have us come to their offices or their house to talk with them? But I had a great PR woman, Joan O'Dwyer.
Oh, may I so rest in peace.
You know now.
Yeah.
So she was the one who was making all that connection, not be me. But each time, like she would call, I remember, because I was around when that happened, when she called IBB, oh, we are coming to interview you. By the way, it will be Charly Boy and Tunde Obe, you know, who will be interviewing you. Charly Boy, eh? Say, no, just hold whatever you want to say. Let them confess. When we went there, before we finished with IBB, no. He said to us, I can't believe I said so much. Because, you know, my partner, yeah, because we made him comfortable. And I was the only one who was waiting to ask those satanic questions. Nobody would ask. So that was how we played, you know.
Okay. Well, you know, sitting with Charly Boy, Lady D, which you they call her?
Which I they call him?
Like she has many names, though.
Like pet name.
Wait till you they call him. Ah.
My friend now.
No, that wasn't what you called her. I was okay. What is your pet name, Abby? All right, wait till me the pet name because I have little time left.
A pet name?
Well, I guess Honey Darling. Those kind of
Honey Darling, honey.
Mushy things.
I know the
mushy things, mushy names. Actually, it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Because if he calls me, Diane, I say what? Black.
Measure for measure, fire for fire.
Yes. If he says Diane.
And then sometimes when she will now come and say Obuago, I know say
You want favor?
This woman won't charge me. This woman won't charge me.
You want
He's a
favor?
collector. This one.
Yes,
You
now.
have to be.
46 years. She has to collect now.
No, she tried. She tried. She tried.
Okay, what message do you, I want, because we have less than a minute to go, but let's make the
wow.
best of it. What message do you have for government? What message do you have for
Government.
young couples?
I beg.
What message do you have
Make we
for
not talk
youth?
government. This is not a government. I
Chey.
beg. This is not a government. Don't wind me up. We've had a good time.
Uh-huh.
You know, you promised no politics, because that's when I
Well,
started.
we have only 1 minute to go.
Okay, fine. No, for young people, married people, I say, look for somebody that you can be their friend. Okay? That is most important. Look for somebody who is equally yoked.
Somebody you can confide in.
Yes, somebody you feel free to talk to.
Confidence, yeah.
That's not going to antagonize you. That's not going to use your words against you.
Against you, that's very, very key.
Yeah.
And family.
Yes, yes.
Family. They have,
Family.
know the family that you're going into. Because when I came to Nigeria, the family that I came into, they treated me like a daughter. You know, for those young women who are looking to marry, educate yourself first. You find your spouse, you should have something to bring to the table.
So
because
they have
nowadays,
the right information.
yes, that's, but have something as education, business, what you have a goal, something you want to do for yourself. Because
Value added. What value are you
very
bringing
important.
in? No be to come sit down there.
Yeah, very
Bring them,
important.
pump
To do
you up.
housewife.
It's difficult now for a single household income. So everybody has to put the cards on the table.
Yeah.
You understand? So
Okay.
that's an advice.
Well, I call them enigmatic, I call them great. Well, that's just simply Charly Boy and Lady T.
Yes.
Yeah? They've been such great conversationists on Soni Irabor Live this evening, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Charles.
Now I can put my foot on the table.
Careful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lady
Thank you,
D.
darling. Thank you so much.
I'm too far away, Sonny. I can't shake you.
Yes,
Till after the
bye,
program.
Bye. Right, guys, thank you so much. It's been fun. I've had fun, and I hope you did too. Goodbye now. Soni Irabor Live saying bye-bye. Next week, we have a former head of state. Bye-bye.